Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Alright. Why did it? Okay, never mind. Alright, guys. Slycem here, gonna do a little intro to a couple different things inside the game. Why did it? Okay, right now, currently just clearing out my cache, or my stash here. Got a bunch of ISO that's about to go out of date, so. Alright, guys. Slycem here, gonna do a little intro to a couple different things inside the game. Just clearing out my cache, or my stash here. Got a bunch of ISO that's about to go out of date, so need to get rid of some of that real quick. So now I'm going to look at going over items to deal with alliances, what to do when you're in an alliance, what to expect, some of the upsides, and ways you can improve inside your alliance and kind of help your team out. So now I'm going to look at going over the stash to deal with alliances. Get some ISO that's about to go bad. What to do when you're in an alliance, what to expect. No need to let it expire. Some of the upside, some of the downside, and ways you can improve inside your alliance and kind of help your team out. Again, just clearing out this stash. Got some ISO that's about to go bad, so no need to let it expire. Apologize if there's a lot of buffering. This is my first time going through this, so if you got any ideas on how to help make it a little smoother, I'd be happy to take those ideas. Apologize if there's a lot of buffering. Right. This is my first time going through this, so if you got any ideas on how to help make it a little smoother, I'd be happy to take those ideas. Alright, so here we go. Alright guys, again, like I said, tonight we're going to go over a couple things, some of the basic beginning characters that you're going to be looking for that are great to get you through early on, why they're important to have. So here we go. Why they're valued currently, along with alliances and what it brings to the table and what you can get out of it. Like I said, tonight we're going to go over a couple things, some of the basic beginning characters that you're going to be looking for with a couple champions. To get you through early on. There's a couple of champions that people are really desiring right now. Why they're valued because of what they bring to the table, along with alliances and what it brings to the table. Anything and what you can get out of it and what you need to be looking to put into the beginning of the parts of the game. So let's go ahead and start first off with a couple some of those characters that you're going to be looking for. Champions that people are really desiring right now. Advance down the game. Because of what one of them brings to the table. Scarlet Witch, I still think she's probably the key component. That you can bring, she nullifies. In other words, she can get rid of the opponent's buffs. Is always easy. You don't have to worry about a Fury or regen. Some of those characters that you're going to be looking defense. For. As you anything that they can bring to the table, she basically takes away. Obviously, one of them. Not only does she take away from the table, she's probably and take away their power, but on top of it, she has the ability to stack things in her favor. Every time she throws a critical strike, she's got a chance to set off 1 to 8. Anything that they can bring to the table, she basically takes away. 1 of 8. Not only does she take away from the abilities, she's got regeneration, she's got defense, but on top of it, she has the ability power drain, she's got stun, power lock. Every time she throws a critical strike, she's got a lot of characters set off to 1 to 8 of her. But the downside is it is all random. There's no good way to control it. Abilities. So the best thing you can do is put an entire crit rating team around power drain. She's got basically what that's going to do is going to give you more chance. So to see that crit strike, a lot of characters and that critical strike hits, you have a better odds of having. But the downside is it is all random. There's no good way to control it. So here's what we're talking about: her signature ability, entire Veil of Fortune team around critical hits. Whenever a critical hit occurs, it's going to give the player there's more chance to see that crit strike hit. When that crit at level 73, it continues to rise, or event happen. Obviously starts lower. So the higher you have that signature level. So here's what we're talking about. The better your odds are. Veil of Fortune can critical hits whenever a critical hit occurs for either player. There's an 80% outside of that. As you can see, any other critical hit has a 90% chance to nullify. Continues to rise, removing one buff. Obviously starts lower. So the higher you have that signature level to your favor on a lot of boss fights. You're going to run into a lot of bosses that are going to have regeneration, chaos magic, additional defenses, power gains, things of that nature. Any other critical hit has a 90% chance to nullify. Basically puts them removing one buff from the opponent. And really stacks the deck into your favor. On a lot of boss fights. One of the reasons a lot of bosses that which is regeneration that have additional characters in the game still. Power gains, no matter what you're doing in the game, she's always handy to have. Basically puts them. There's not a fight really that she doesn't stack up well against. Really stacks the deck into your favor. Something you always want to have in your favor. One of the reasons why another one of the characters that's sought after, of course, is Star-Lord in the game still. No matter what Star-Lord brings to the table, she's always handy to have. Great ability is called There's not a fight really that she doesn't stack up well against. Basically what that does, so something you always want to have. The combo meter continues to climb. He continues. Another one of the characters that's sought after, of course, is Star-Lord. So if you can block, Star-Lord brings to the table very well. Great ability is called Tactician. The combo meter up. What happens is what that does, you start seeing big chunks of health fall off your enemies. The combo meter continues to climb. A fight that's normally going to take you 30 hits, 40 hits. Now taking you 20. So if you can time saver and more importantly, the faster you can put your opponent to the dirt and can get the combo, a lot less damage you're going to take over. What happens is all of a sudden you start seeing big chunks of health fall off your enemies. The flip side of it, so obviously every time that the opponent continues to build a combo, the better Star-Lord is at blocking. It's a time saver, and more that does come in handy. The problem is if anybody's hitting you and get the combo meter up, a lot less damage you're going to take over. It's not going to look good for you anyway. So. The flip side of it, again, obviously every time that the opponent continues to build a combo, really becomes important. Better Star-Lord ends of the game blocking. So as you progress through that does come in handy. Final tiers. If anybody's hitting what's going to end up happening, you're going to be fighting guys way over your power level. It's not going to look good for you. Have a ton of health, and the only way to really get through it is to use somebody such as really becomes Star-Lord and Scarlet Witch, somebody that can lock him down as you health supply. Final because there's a lot of health. Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to be fighting guys way over your power level. Have a ton of health. Black Widow. The only way to really get through it is to use somebody in the past was probably more desirable. Star-Lord. There are other characters now that do similar things as Black Widow does. Health supply because there's a lot of health there. She, in my opinion, is probably the queen of the skill tree of the skill sets. Black Widow is another character that her big thing in the past she brings to the table is her signature ability. Again, there are other characters now that do similar things. Basically, it allows her to avoid. However. She, in my opinion, is still probably the queen. Any effect that the opponent has that kicks in from skill sets hit, her big thing that she brings to the table is going off ability at least at a decent rate. Subtlety. Currently, she's got basically it allows her to avoid chance that's at level damage. Now, when I any effect that the opponent has a science champion that goes up hit 15%, she nullifies. When you fight a mutant champion, it goes down 15, at least at a decent rate. So things to remember about that is the class advantage does come in handy. 80. It's really great when you're looking at things like Electro. Science champion character that goes going to stack up 15 damage consistently against you. When you fight a mutant regardless of goes down 15. There are other champions that's going to remember about to get around that. One of the class advantage does come in handy. But the problem with really great when you're looking at take some damage before he gets to the point where it's a character that's going to stack up damage consistently. Black Widow could legitimately dodge regardless of what you're doing. Not to mention her critical there are other champions that's going to be able to get around that. She's going to melt through a lot of people fairly quickly. But that's one of the things that you're looking at is going to take some damage before she's going to bring a lot of hit power to the table. When she crits, Black Widow can legitimately dodge. Definitely know you're going to get your money's worth out of it. Not to mention her critical and more importantly, she's going to get around a lot of the defenses of the opponent. She's going to melt through a lot of people. She's great in alliance wars. That's one of the things that isn't as effective as she used to be because she's going to bring a lot of hit power to the table. Ability used to go up to 100. Now it doesn't. Definitely know you're going to get your money's worth out of it. I believe if I remember right, it's like 85%. She's going to get around a lot of the defenses of the opponent. So she's great in alliance wars. It still isn't a lot better as she than what anyone else really brings to the table. Her signature ability used to go up to 100. She, in my mind, is still up there when you're looking at skill champions. If I remember right, simply because she does bring a heavy hit. So she can evade still, and on top of it, she does get around a lot of the defenses that a lot of anyone else really brings to the table. Unfortunately, some of the other characters I don't have currently at skill champions that I would consider to be up there because she does bring a heavy hit, and it depends too on what you're looking for. Hulk is one that everybody has really enjoyed since the new patch. A lot of people throw up. Hulk's big factor is he now has stun. Some of the other characters I don't have currently that I would consider to be up there in those ranks. Special attacks. 85% on what you're looking for. The opponent for 2 Hulk seconds. Is one that everybody's really enjoyed special attack patch. Whether it's your special 1, Hulk's 2, or 3, doesn't matter. Is you hit him, he now has 85% chance to stun him for 2 seconds. When you're dealing with somebody like the Hulk, that special is a hard hitter, 85% 2 seconds is an eternity, for 2 seconds. It's a great way to really put somebody down special quickly. Attack. Whether it's your the interesting 1, 2, or 3 doesn't matter. You hit him, you're looking at 85%. The interesting thing with Hulk here is, if we go back, when you're dealing with somebody like the Hulk that is a hard hitter, 2 seconds is an eternity, and it's a great way to really put somebody down quickly. If you look inside her info, we go look at her synergy. Excuse me. The interesting thing with Hulk here is Hulk, go back to and next thing you know, all champions have an extra 25% chance to stun with each special attack. Going back to Black Widow. For those of you not good in math, 25 and 85 if you look here inside her info, is going to put you over 100% chance, which means Hulk is going to stun every time he throws a special attack and Hulk, and next thing you know, all champions. The nice thing there is 25% you're looking at 2 characters that can hit hard that are going to be able to good in math, 25 and solid content by pairing them together. Put you over 100% chance. It's a pretty nasty combination. Every time he throws a special attack. One quick thing. So while I'm thinking about it, just popped in the back of my head. You're looking at 2 characters that can hit right there next to Hulk that are going to be able to stack Hulkbuster and solid content by pairing them together. You only need one. One of them is going to activate combination. Out of the 2, Hulk's the way to go. One Hulk already has an 85% shot. I'm thinking about it. You're adding 25% chance on top of that. Hulkbuster is right there next to Hulk. Meaning Hulk's going to stun 100% of the time. Stack Hulkbuster and Hulk with Black Widow. You only need one. One of them is going to activate it. Out of the 2, Hulk's the way to go. Hulk already has an 85% shot. You're adding the 25% chance on top of that, meaning Hulk's going to stun 100% of other characters that are considered top tier people you want to be looking for. A lot of people like World War II Captain America. That all runs based off his entire ability to block. Let's see here. Let me pull him up here. As far as other characters that are considered top tier, unfortunately I do not have him in a 4-star, but I do have a lot of people like World War II Captain America. That all runs based off his entire ability to block. There he is. Let me pull him up here. So Captain America World War II operates the same way as the 4-star, but I do original Captain America. A couple things that are a little bit different. First off, his special 2 is different. The normal Captain America special 2. Basically, what you're looking at is a stun Captain America World War II got a shot at operates the same stun as the World War II Captain America. You're going to land a bleed. A couple things that are a little bit different. So you're not going to have that stun. His special 2 is different. The big deal is the signature ability here. Special 2. And you'll notice it's passive is a stun effect. Chance to perfectly block all damage shot increases landing a stun. While opponents are under Captain America, you're going to land a bleed instead. Anytime you're facing anybody that has a buff, you're not going to have that stun. World War II, instead you're going to get a bleed. Definitely brings that edge to the table if you're good at blocking. And you'll notice it's passive. Odds are you're going to be able to block a lot of the perfectly block all damage increases where your opponent out over while opponents are under buff effects. So anytime you're facing anybody that has there's a look at some of the basic champions you're looking for. Wolverine is another really good one. Brings that edge to the table. If you're good at before I moved on here, odds are you're going to be able to block a lot of the incoming damage. The nice thing about Wolverine gives you a chance to just wear your opponent out over regeneration. Very difficult to kill. All right. The key to playing Wolverine, some of the basic champions are looking for. Not Wolverine is another really good one. Let his regeneration take full effect because his regeneration is the nice thing about Wolverine on how much power he has. The regeneration. So your goal is to let that power meter grow. Very difficult to kill. Get it as high as you can. The key to playing at that point early on, every time he's hitting the regeneration is going to be kicking in. Let at a higher level. Regeneration is going to hit higher and higher to the point where his regeneration it's going to be a lot easier to keep him on how much power he has. Let his bleeds do their work. To let that power meter grow. You're going to bleed the opponent out. Get it as high as you can yourself. And then at that point, every time he's hitting the regeneration is going to be going kicking in at a higher level. Just got to stay on your feet, higher and stay alive at that point where it's going to be a lot easier to keep him on the ground. Let's go take a look real quick at what we came here about. This is the alliances. You're going to bleed the opponent out. Getting an alliance early is nice as you're building. So it's kind of one of those things as they drain. As you start the game and start building, an alliance is a great way to be able to get some extra shards. So get some extra characters. and to get some extra fighting underneath your belt. Real quick at what we came here about. This is one thing that you need to know about on any an alliance early is nice. There is a treasury building. As you start the game and start building better alliances, and alliances is a great way to be able to get some extra shards. The donations allow them characters and to get some activate their alliance wars. It allows them to activate the alliance quest. One thing that you need to know about on any so those are things that you use to get additional equipment to continue to improve your character. As you get into better alliances, they're going to ask you to start donating. To be short-sighted and say, well, I don't donations allow gold to because I need activate their alliance wars. It allows them to activate giving up the gold allows you to get into an alliance quest. So those are things that you use to get additional characters up, such as continue to improve your tier 4 catalyst. It's real easy and those things that be short-sighted and say, well, I don't give up upper gold level of play because I need it to level. One of the things alliances are going to have a certain amount that they expect to be donated. Give you the things you each week, as you can tell, the alliance that I'm in currently looks for 85,000 gold, 8,000 those things loyalty, allows you to move into that upper level of play. So I haven't done my donations yet.